It's showtime! Hey guys, we are back with another episode of Millennial Money Matters. It is your girl, Nichollette White, real estate extraordinaire, and I am here with a lovely guest. But first, let me introduce my co-hosts.
Mike Molina, NMLS 1857587, the team lead for Mike Molina team, and with Highlands Residential Mortgage. Today we have Sancheir Austin.
Yes.
Hi guys. I'm so happy to
Let's
be
take a
here.
break today.
Oh.
I love it.
Yes. We are so excited to have Sancheir. So we know her personally through real estate.
Yes.
So I won't even say too much. You kind of introduce yourself to our audience. Tell them a little bit about you.
Hey, hi, I'm Sancheir. I'm so happy to be here today with some of my favorite people. Oh my
Yes.
goodness. I am not in general real estate, but I do get the chance to work with you,
Yes.
and I do get the chance to be in the room with you very often. I work for a builder, Lennar Homes, and so I have been doing real estate for 4 years. I'm also a mom, I'm a wife, and most of all, my passion, I am a content creator.
Awesome.
So that's
Awesome.
me in a nutshell.
Yes, absolutely. And right there with content creation is where we want to go ahead and expand.
Okay.
So you got something going on here. You have definitely changed the game literally in less than a year with content creation. So if you guys don't know, Sancheir actually, I call her a culinary influencer. Don't that sound good?
Yes.
My bio.
Yeah.
That sounds so good. I said, how can I
Yeah.
make this sexy?
I love
And so I
it.
said, okay, Sancheir is a culinary influencer.
That's fire.
And so that's what we want to talk about
I'm
today.
putting that in my bio.
You do too.
I love
Because that's what you
that.
are.
I love that for me.
You
Thank
are.
you. Okay.
All right. So how did you becoming a content creator actually come to play? Because we know, of course, you worked with Lennar. You still are working with Lennar.
Right.
And I know you started doing videos for them and things like that, but then you pivoted
Right.
to like a personal page.
So I've always had that personal page, and to everyone it looks like it happened like this, but I've literally been in content creating forever. Like I could talk about content creation more than I could talk about real estate, if
Yeah.
we're being honest. But it has been a long journey. It just looks overnight, but
course,
it's
it
definitely
does.
not. It always looks that way. It's been me studying the algorithm, what works, what doesn't, and just figuring out my niche, right? And it's one of those things that you go viral for one thing and then now you're stuck there and then it's hard to repivot. But that's just what happened, and I'm very happy to be here though, because I love cooking. I love where I'm at and being a culinary influencer.
Culinary influencer, guys. Come
I
on.
love that. But it's definitely not overnight. It wasn't overnight, but
Okay.
I just made it to like 50K.
That's big.
But you were at 40,000 in the beginning of October, so you got like 10,000 followers in like a month.
That's crazy. And you know what? That was intentional because I felt like I was stuck there. And then I said, okay, I have to change up a little something to go to get back my engagement back up. So
Yes.
that was intentional.
Okay.
That growth was intentional, and so I realized that it's in you. So once you put your mind to it, then it goes.
Is the algorithm, because a lot of people, right, they will continue to Jabri on our last episode, she said, right, you may be at 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 3,000, 3,000, then 5, then 7, and then you automatically pop and you get to that 30, 40,000 very, very quickly because of a video that you put out.
Right.
Is it much easier now? Are you doing pretty much the same things that you were doing when you had less followers and you just had that practice every single day? I know that you mentioned that you pivoted. What did you kind of change within like what you were doing for your content creation? Is it something more so? I guess my question is like, when you get to that point where you have that viral video, is it something where now you understand what you're supposed to do over and over and over again?
No, you know what? Sometimes I feel like this one is gonna go viral, and then it barely gets to like 900 views, and I'm like, what are y'all doing?
Right.
I work so
This the one.
hard.
This is my favorite one.
This is the one that y'all supposed to blow up, and
Yes.
then it would be the one where I'm just like, let me stay consistent because I said I was going to post 5 days a week. And this looks trash, but let me just put it out there for the sake of it, and then that will go crazy.
Wow.
So, like, I feel there's a science to it, and I feel like people negate the science behind it. But more than the science is that a lot of content creators that are super passionate about it, because there are people that post and they're not content creators. It's two different things. You just don't know which one will take off, but the consistency is what really will back it up. So you do get stuck at a little bit of followers for a while, and then once people realize that, oh, she has some followers, she's like reputable, or like, you know, like I can follow, they'll hit the follow button.
Really?
A little bit sooner than if they got on your page and you didn't have that following behind.
That's crazy. So you think that people are looking, they're like, oh, she only has 5,000, so she's not a serious cooking page.
Right. And if they see you maybe 3 times come up on their For You page,
Then
they're
they're like,
let me follow.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right? It's not. It's hard to get them to follow that first time.
Yeah.
That's so true. Because the first time they come on your page and they kind of scan through. So if you are even developing and you're still building your page, you might not get them on the first one. But like you said, if they see you again.
They see you again. And then also too, when they're liking certain things and if they like your stuff 3 times in a row, Instagram is going to continue to show them your stuff because the algorithm is so curated on that For You page. So you're going to come back up, and then you're going to become that familiar face, and they're going to come on your page to see, like, and then, oh, I don't follow her, but she can come back. So it's really all that back end work that social media is doing for you that you don't really realize.
So why cooking? How did you get to that niche page? Like, how did we get there?
Dang, I've always cooked. And I've loved creating content for other people and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I realized how hard that was, and I was like,
Hello. Jabria told us.
I don't want to create content for people no more.
I don't blame you.
Because it's like, no, I didn't give you that. Why you posted that? And then, like, they will go and post things that you didn't even talk to me about. It's like, that don't go in what I'm trying to do for you. So I quickly was like, no. But I've always created content for myself. And so that's what it goes way back. And then you just continue to get better, and you change your lighting, you change your equipment. And then, you know, like, you continue to, like, just grow and get better for sure. But cooking I've always done. I love cooking. I'm Caribbean. I came from, like, a lineage of women that, like, cook. So
Got it.
Yeah, that's what my follow-up question was going to be is how did you learn, how did you take up cooking? How did you learn?
Right.
And how does, like, your culture influence how you cook?
My culture influenced it a lot. I grew up super poor in a village, right?
Oh,
so
wow.
like my aunts, they would cook, and then like all the drunks from the neighborhood or the homeless people would come and get food and sell food. So that's the kind of culture I come from. But I've loved cooking for as long as I can remember. When I got out of high school, I enrolled into culinary school.
Really?
I just was a culinary school dropout.
Oh, wow.
But I still would always watch like food TV, and those are the things that I would like to watch and consume because, you know, I was passionate about it. But I didn't complete culinary school.
Wow.
That was it. And that's why I don't know how to plate food well. I always say if I would have finished culinary school, I would have better plating.
And that comes with practice, though.
Yeah, it does. If
Yeah.
I put the time into it.
You could have never convinced me that you don't know how to plate food based off of what I see. Because even in the pot, it looks good. Sancheir, I put myself in a pot, and girl, we don't really know what it is after a while. Yeah.
No, okay.
Yeah, give yourself that credit.
No, I feel like I don't know how to do fancy plating,
For sure.
but and, you know, like the science behind it. But
Yeah, because there is like a specific way that I guess chefs plate their food
And you
to
have
make
to
it look
build,
more
yeah.
appealing. Yeah.
I always tell people I'm not a chef, I'm a cook, because I respect the art of culinary that much that I don't want to call myself like that's like a nurse calling himself a doctor, or because
Right.
because you take care of your sick kids, now you're a nurse.
Right.
Like, no, like I don't
Right.
have the qualifications to call myself a chef. So I do call myself a cook or a culinary influencer.
A culinary influencer. I think that's,
I think
Yeah,
that's it. I
that's
don't think
it.
anybody has that. So let me go ahead and trademark it, and then you use it.
Okay, go ahead.
Period. So will you go back and get your culinary degree? Like, would you finish school?
I always said like it comes up on my page sometimes to do it. Like they have it like virtually now and stuff like that.
Oh.
Yeah, so it crosses my mind to go back and complete.
Yeah,
start it.
chef's sounds good.
Yeah.
It does.
It do.
It really does.
So yeah.
So actually, so whether you were to go back to school or not, I guess my question to you would be, would you ever consider opening up a restaurant or something like that in the future? Or are you going to be, because I know that you sell seasonings specifically right now, is that
Right.
something, is that the path that you're looking to take? Is cooking your passion, or is creating these different seasonings and stuff like that more so your passion?
That's a really good question. I don't think I would open up a restaurant. I don't think that's what got
I
me
had one
into
for
it.
6 months and it was not fun.
Yeah, and I feel like people always like, even like my friends, like, are you ever gonna open a restaurant? I love your food, and it's like,
It's a
no,
lot.
it's so much. It's so much, and I don't want to take that on. And thank God, He has not put that on me yet. So, and I really don't go after nothing He didn't put on me.
Yeah, because that's I had a restaurant for and I don't even
Did
have.
you?
Yeah,
So
I don't
you
have
cook?
experience. No, I do not.
So why you open a restaurant?
Long story. It was when I first quit my day job, and I was starting real estate full time. And my uncles, one of them has been in restaurants all his life, and one of them has opened up nightlife in New York. Like he had like bars and hookah spots and stuff like that. So they were going to come together and fuse it. And I was going to run the day to day because I had the time while I was starting my business in real estate.
Okay.
So I was a minority owner, but I learned how to literally run the ops of a restaurant.
Nice.
No. So opening up a restaurant, people say that it's tough, but it's probably the hardest thing that I've ever done. And I work and I do mortgages, and that's not easy. But definitely, the restaurant was no joke. I mean, I would work from, I would say, like 10 in the morning till 2 in the morning every single day.
Yeah.
Monday through
Yeah.
Saturday, and Sundays I would get a short break, but I would still come in early because we had brunch. So I'd probably be there at 8 in the morning, and I'd leave at maybe 5 in the afternoon, and then start Monday again at 10 in the morning.
Yes.
I wouldn't recommend it to anybody. I mean, I think I think that you can make a lot of money with just what you're doing and cooking for
Right.
yourself.
Absolutely.
Do you? And so I guess I have another question for you. How about YouTube? Are you on YouTube?
No.
When?
Why not? Not yet?
I'm so weird. I did YouTube before, so I got some good cooking videos on YouTube years ago. I have like my fried chicken and my mac and cheese that do well on there. People say like I taught them how to make the mac and cheese on YouTube a while back, but it's just so much to create for so many different channels.
Yeah.
And for me, I'm doing all of it from my phone now, which I have to stop because I do have the equipment, but it's just quicker.
Yeah.
It's quicker, and so YouTube has like a different.
They're more long form.
Yeah, and
So
I
you have to go through the
Instagram,
whole.
So it's just too much.
Okay.
So maybe if I had a team. Yeah, for
And
sure.
so that's coming.
Yeah.
That's
for
coming.
Sure.
Good.
Yeah, because your current content creation right now is more short form.
Short form for sure, and I edit it myself like this and all that stuff. So
Makes
if I had
sense.
a team, I definitely would have tapped
So
into
tell me,
YouTube.
what was your most viral? What really opened the floodgates for you? Your video.
Oh my
What
gosh,
recipe
that's a
was
good
it?
one. It was my TGI Friday pasta. You know the Cajun chicken and shrimp pasta that
Yes.
TGI had.
Yes.
It's nasty now.
What?
To me. You had it recently. If you had it recently, you love it. I'm sorry.
No.
But they changed their recipe. It is like
It's not the same.
thicker, more.
Pasta.
The consistency is off. And my best friend and I used to. I'm telling you, if she went on a date, her date was getting her 2 pastas, one for me, one for her.
Really?
Yes, bring me one home. Like we were so
Y'all love
addicted
that
to that
pasta.
pasta. And back in the college, and so I made that, and the voiceover of it said, the TGI pasta is no longer good. Here, you can make it at home. And I feel like other people related. It was like, that pasta is not good anymore. And that went viral. It was crazy. Every minute, it was 1,000, 10,000 followers. Like, it grew my page from immediately, within like 10 days, from 3,000 followers to 35,000 followers.
That's
Wow.
huge.
That one video.
That's
Wow.
huge.
That one video. And then it's crazy because I hated that video. I thought the quality was bad. I thought everything about it
But it
was
was
just
relatable.
not what.
You,
Yeah.
you know what it is? So you resonated with people.
That love
With the
pasta.
voiceover.
Yes. Yeah, you resonated with people about that pasta specifically.
Yep.
And I think that those are the ones that those are probably the videos that do the best when you're like talking about this is how you make the thing from this restaurant that everybody loves.
See, that wasn't the science that I was doing, but I will.
So what was
Thanks
the
for
science behind
reminding
it? Was there any?
I feel like that because if I look at it, I'm like, damn, TGI Fridays. She's right.
I
That
wanna
mac and
click
cheese.
that,
Yeah,
yeah.
she's right. That mac and cheese hasn't been hitting you recently. So I'm gonna watch that video. But the reason why I even opened it was because it was about TGI Fridays, and we kind of clicked.
And also, who doesn't like a pasta video? I feel like everybody loves.
Oh my gosh, pasta videos does.
They
well.
go crazy.
They do.
It's
good.
just you can almost hear it and smell it through the screen.
Yeah.
So I think everyone loves a pasta video.
People love pasta.
I also saw. I did my own research. You have a chicken. It's so simple. It is your. I don't know what you called it. It wasn't your just like a.
The big chicken.
The baked chicken with the gravy from Publix.
That one went viral too.
Yes, you got like 3 million views.
So many viral videos.
Yes,
but that one did so good.
3 million views.
It was so simple.
But it looks so good.
And it is so good.
It looks so good.
I don't want nobody to tell me not to eat Publix gravy in the packet.
It looks. I will buy Mike. It looks so good.
Oh man!
It tastes good. You have to try it. It's so.
I wish you would have brought us food. So that way I can.
You know, I was gonna make you guys some pasta, but it's rain.
Next time.
But honestly, those I
Invite
feel
us to
like
dinner.
I have a lot of viral videos.
Listen,
now,
we were just talking about how hungry we were. If you would have came, you would have been the saving grace.
Literally. We should have prepared you. She came with the seasonings now.
I was gonna season with that so y'all could tell people how good it is. It's good.
Granted, I can speak for myself. I use her all. So I have the Yardbird.
Yardbird is
Yardbird.
Yeah, for chicken.
Yes. And I have the all-purpose.
I changed it to Yard Fowl because a lot of people weren't
they didn't understand it.
Yeah.
And the no basic is what is it? Not so basic.
Yes.
All-purpose. I live by that seasoning. Yeah, I gave Sancheir the eyes. I said, I thought you said you were restocking. I don't see the link available.
That's the one that gets the most reordered. I remember when people started reordering it, and I was like, oh my gosh, I did not kill these people. Wait, she ordered last time. You survived. You and your family lived through it.
No, it's Central, and I'm heavy with the seasoning. It's really to the point where I taste it. Like I was like, damn, it smells good. It tastes really good.
That's good. I love that.
No.
Thank you.
We cooked this weekend, right? We cooked for the kids, and we were looking for fried rice specifically because I didn't want to eat anything. For some reason, I wasn't in the mood for Italian because we have pizza. My son's in baseball. We have pizza every single game. It's exhausting. So I don't want any Italian. I don't want any Mexican. I don't want any Cuban. And so we decided to look at recipes for Asian, and we came across hibachi fried rice. And we looked, but we don't go on Google. We caught ourselves on TikTok looking for these recipes.
Yeah.
You're in the perfect space for this. I guess my question to you is, is this something that because I know that you just love cooking, so it may not have been intentional, but are these things that you're thinking about when you're creating your content, and what's your process?
So similar to how you're doing the series now, I do try to stay in a series right now. I'm working on the Thanksgiving, yes. Right? And then, but yeah, TikTok has become such a big search engine. If I'm correct, I think it's a bigger search engine now than Google is.
Yes, for the lower generation, Gen Z.
For the Gen Z. I am on TikTok as well, and I went viral on TikTok. I did the video for the pasta did well as well, but my fried dumpling.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah,
right? And I feel like it's because TikTok has that. A lot of people have TikTok. TikTok is a broad audience.
It's huge.
So
I don't have TikTok.
She don't like it.
On the record, I don't.
She don't
It's
like
too
TikTok.
much. It's too much of a rabbit hole, guys. And I'll get so distracted.
What rock is your address?
Literally, it must be. I'm not a social media person. Don't be fooled.
That is true.
Don't be fooled.
That is true.
I will post. I can speak well. I can do all that stuff, but I will throw my phone in a second. Instagram is too much for me as is.
I'm so jealous of people like you.
Really?
Honestly, I am. I always say, because I do put the content out there, but when doing the research, you become a consumer as well, right? You have to research and you have to see what's trending, see what's out there. Yeah. And so sometimes I wish I could disconnect and not, but then the business is research and seeing what's trending, seeing what people are doing, and looking at their B-rolls and seeing different angles that they're using, and kind of draw some ideas and creativity from them. So I can't even imagine
But
how
I
much
think-
free brain space you got.
Girl.
But you do it in a business sense, right? Because this is going to improve what I want to do moving forward,
Right.
There's a lot of people that do it and they consume and they're just looking at other people's lives, and that's where really like it takes you to a dark space,
Absolutely.
right?
It does.
It does. But TikTok is, I don't even understand. I don't use it. So you couldn't tell me, go on TikTok, I wouldn't even know what to do. How to search, how to do anything. I don't have it. I had it once and I was like, oh my God, I went from this to this to this to this to this to this to this.
Yeah, because everything is different. So it eventually will get everything that you like at
In
some
like
point.
an hour.
At some
Yes.
point, it's going to create your algorithm.
Yeah,
for you.
depending on like how long you're going to stay on that, you stay on different videos and stuff like that. But right now, it's probably throwing everything at you.
Everything. I was like, oh no, I've been here for almost an hour. I can't do this. I saw so many different things.
Yeah.
It's too much, but I'm glad that
But
she's on TikTok.
I like it. It's a search engine, so I feel like for real estate, I do see a lot of realtors jumping on the TikTok wave, but I don't see it getting that traction yet.
Right, for real estate.
Yeah, I don't think that the real estate market really is getting to the audience of TikTok yet.
Because it's probably a younger one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
I agree.
So-
And I feel like Instagram is a little bit more sophisticated for real estate.
Correct.
Rather than TikTok. So
Correct.
I'll stay right there.
We sound like the Facebook and MySpace people.
Yep. I'll
Yeah,
stay right there. Right
So
there.
how was your rice?
It actually came out really good.
Yes.
Yeah, I like to do the mix with soy sauce and wasabi, and I put too much wasabi, so mine was really spicy.
Oh my goodness.
I had to. My son didn't finish his, so I ate his.
Yeah.
Without the wasabi and the soy sauce, it was really, really good. Mine was
That
really
is
spicy.
crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a foodie, and when I went on a date, my husband was in Hawaii when we met, and so our first date was always like around sushi and stuff like that. And
So you were in Hawaii when you met your husband.
no, I was here, but he went to high school with me. He was stationed in Hawaii because my husband's in the military.
Okay.
And so
Give us-
I'm thinking wasabi is avocado,
Oh,
It's green, baby, but it's
and I laced it on my sushi and popped it in my mouth like it's
hot.
guacamole. And I tell you,
It's-
I'm on a date with this hot guy, and I took it like a champ, and
Really?
I inhaled that water.
Of course.
And
It's
I didn't tell him
hot.
till we got in the car because we was on a double date and I didn't want to embarrass him.
Right. Like, that shit was hot.
and the thing with wasabi is it doesn't burn your throat.
It burns your face.
Yes, and your
it's
nose,
hot.
and like it cleanses your nose.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's bad.
No,
So
I
when
don't
you
play
mentioned
with
wasabi, you said it was hot. I was like,
I don't play with wasabi.
Yeah.
I know.
So what is your your most requested recipe?
Most requested lately is people asking me for kids friendly, for picky eaters or stuff like that. But right now, I see what's trending is my chickens. Like the baked chickens have been a new
It's a
wave
big
for me
thing.
right now. So I'm just coming up with different recipes for baked chicken.
I don't think people know how to make baked chicken because we got invited to like a Friendsgiving, and I was nervous about the baked chicken because it's either dry or it's just basic. Granted, her baked chicken was good; it was barbecue chicken, but yeah, I don't think people know how to bake baked chicken, so that's
Right,
probably why.
right.
Because it's like, do you put seasonings? You put the gravy, then you put it back in.
Yeah,
It looks
definitely.
so
You build it. You have to build it up. But I love. In Antigua, we do like a baked chicken in the oven, and we boil our chicken first, in like onion, garlic, thyme,
Yeah, it's like
and all that
like a
stuff.
stew.
And then we baste it with like barbecue, put it in so you get the color, pull it out.
Yes,
put
and do it again and
so,
again and again.
Yeah, so I
Jamaican style.
really love that kind of barbecue chicken.
Yes.
That's real good. I should probably drop one like that.
Yes.
I could
Okay.
draw so much inspo from you.
Listen, I can keep going because I love to watch
love
the food.
food.
Yeah, I do.
Yes.
I do.
That's the one thing. That's one of kind of like one of the things, which is crazy because I don't cook. I don't have the patience for it. I think because I love to have really good food. Like I'll go out to a really good restaurant and I'll pay whatever just to have a good meal. But I don't have the patience because usually when I'm ready to eat or when I'm ready to cook, I'm already ready to eat.
Yeah.
So I think that's a very difficult thing for me. How do you start to manage that for, I guess, yourself for the most part?
So I do work a full-time job, and real estate never sleeps, unfortunately. So cooking is my therapy. Like if I don't cook, I get more anxious.
So you cook more so, cooking is not to eat for you. It's more so
Right.
because you enjoy it. It's more,
Correct.
it's
Yeah,
your
it
hobby.
definitely like takes me away from like all of the other real life stuff. And so I do cook 6 nights a week, sometimes 7.
Wow.
If we don't have leftovers, my husband don't eat the leftovers.
Really?
Yeah,
Give them to
every
me.
night.
I eat leftovers. I grew up eating leftovers, so I'm never phased by leftovers. 3 days in, I will still eat. Yes, I do.
I'm not a meal prep girly. I can't eat leftovers like that.
Me too. I can't.
It depends. Give me. I get bored easily.
I'm gonna bust the Thanksgiving leftover down.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
It's different for
It's
some
a different
reason.
vibe.
Yeah.
It hit
My
different.
husband be like, "Girl, don't eat that mac and cheese." Don't.
Really? I will tear it down.
Yeah.
I just get bored easily. So if I am going to cook like to meal prep, I would have to have like 2 different things.
varieties.
Yeah,
Right.
like I cannot just eat the same thing. Well, I can because I'm also obsessive. If I really love it, I will. Yes.
Okay, good.
And then I don't want it for a while.
Yeah.
And then I obsess again. How often would you post? Was it daily? Was it every couple days before you really saw your growth?
Before I really saw my growth, I wasn't as consistent as I am now. But whenever you do see like a growth sprout, it's me intentionally saying, I need to post every day, and I need to be very specific with what I post because I know what my audience like to consume. So that is the strategy behind it. Like for instance, you'll see now you see 2 baked chicken videos right there, and the cornbread went viral. There's a couple of stuff that went viral in the most recent times again, but yeah, just posting consistently and using the trending sounds. I pick my sound after I edit my video.
Oh.
I don't do it before because it kind of helps me with just like strolling and I'm like, oh, that one will go good with the video. I already did the editing because I realized if I pick the sound first, I'm gonna take too long to edit it to make sure
because you're
that
gonna try to get
each clip. And
That makes sense.
I realized unless you're a content creator, you really don't know the difference. So unless it's another content creator watching it, they really don't know.
Right, that it's
Yeah,
not
the
going
audience
to
that's
be.
consuming
Yeah,
it,
and
right.
they don't care.
Yeah, because the content creators are my like target audience. It's regular mom and Joes
Facts.
that are cooking.
Exactly.
People trying to look for fried rice recipes.
Right. Right.
So, that's just the deal behind it, and I wish I had boost time so that I could be a little bit more neat with it, but it be on budget.
First of all, it looks expensive. It looks good, and I like that you also use brands that we can relate to. That's not inexpensive. You did stuff with Trader Joe's.
Right.
You know, do you batch with your content?
I don't.
Or, so you cook every day and you film as you cook.
I film as I cook, and I edit when I lay down, and I post between 9 and 10 o'clock in the morning when everybody on their phone first, or in the evening time when they just got home from work and then they're like lounging. But I notice I can't post during the daytime when everybody's at
Nobody's
work.
watching that, yeah.
Yeah, or overnight. Sometimes if I'm trying to be like, gotta be consistent, I'll post and that 10 o'clock rush would be there. But other than that, no.
You miss your audience.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So there's some science behind when I post and how I post and stuff like that.
Okay.
And now I'm putting like extra putting the recipe in the caption.
Perfect.
Because it forces people to read it and then the video loops.
Oh my gosh, I didn't think that. And then of course they're staying on your page, so that's the watch time as well.
Yeah,
even if
and then
watching.
they're saving it because
They wanna
they're
go back
saving
to
it
it.
because they want a recipe.
Yes, because I do.
Yeah,
that.
so now I'm putting the recipe in the caption.
That is.
So I'm like, you got to start putting stuff in the caption.
Yeah.
So I'm putting the details in the caption, and you have to tell them in the video like it's in the caption because we're a society that's like kind of fast. You gotta let us know.
Yeah, that is true. A lot of the attention is not 100% there. You have like what is it, like 2 seconds or a second to catch somebody's attention
Correct.
on social media.
That's good. So with your growth spurt, did you get any brand deals, or did anyone reach out to you to promote their products?
Now I've had brands reach out to me now.
Okay.
To promote their products, but a lot of brands want you to do it by just gifting you and not really paying you. I'm at that point where they want to give like the free gifts.
Maybe I got my seasoning.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, there's nothing you can offer. Yeah, you can't do that.
But I do want that kind of content on my page. So sometimes if it's a brand I want to try, I do take it because I want to start somewhere, right? You gotta start somewhere. But I've had people reach out to me. I'm right now in a phase where I'm going to the grocery store. I'm taking a picture of 10 different products. And then I'm reaching out to the brand on Instagram so we could kind of make the connection there. They can see my following, and then they'll send me their email, and then we'll go from there from the pipeline. But I do need a social media manager to help me keep up with all that and to like stay consistent with that.
I can source someone. I got some. I don't do it no more, but I can. We'll talk.
So, like,
Yeah, not me.
I didn't think about that basically kind of, so my question is almost twofold, or I guess I have two separate questions from the answers that you provided. You know, I didn't think about that reaching out to different brands that you may want to work with to get that sponsorship or that sponsorship money, essentially, right? Because it may not be just that you want to try those brands, but essentially that you want to be able to promote them. But obviously, you come with a price, and you've already built your content and your following to that
Right.
to that amount. And so now they're going to be more willing to be able to talk to be wanting to talk to you,
Right.
which is going to be something that we need to be looking into
Yeah.
as we continue to grow too. So it's great that you kind of mentioned that.
Yeah, you got to reach out. I mean, if I had brands that sent me stuff and they wanted something in return for the product, and the product was just like nasty, and I was like,
Oh. So what do you
and
do?
I ghost them. Because they didn't pay me nothing.
Oh,
And they're
okay.
like, oh, how did you like the pasta? And I'm like, it was so nasty.
You're honest.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
so
have to
I
be.
don't
like
want
that.
to post anything because I'll lose that people trust
The
me and
integrity,
stuff.
yeah.
So there's stuff I have in boxes that people send me that I just really didn't like, and I realized like a lot of small businesses that don't have that like that traffic on its own is who's reaching out, and some of their stuff just is hit and miss.
Wow.
Wow.
At least you're being honest, so that way they can go back and tweak and
Right. I do
Fix
give
it.
like some feedback, but I just can't make it real for it.
Why?
No,
It would be
no.
wasting my time
Yeah.
too.
Yeah. Wow. Good to know.
So yeah.
So how did Seasons by Sancheir come about?
So January of this year, I love seasoning. I have in my kitchen, I have 3 seasoning spaces. Like I have seasoning cabinets in 3 different spots.
Really?
And I've had like the guy that did my kitchen for me. He thought he was gonna eat with this idea. Like he gave me like a spice rack.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like,
It's not enough.
I could barely put a quarter of my seasoning
What?
in it. But I love it for the aesthetic.
Yeah, she's like,
it
this.
has.
I'm just put the main ones here.
Exactly,
So we can use this, but-
exactly. So I still use it as a tool, but I just love seasoning. I get seasonings from Marshall, CJ Maxx, Home Good, everywhere. Indian markets, everywhere.
Okay.
I just like
I've never thought about how many seasonings there are, but as you kind of count, the different
Yeah.
places, I understand that.
so many because the blends are different, the tastes are different, the place that they source it from, like Indian curry is different,
Right.
paprika is different. So like I have so many different varieties of different spices.
This is really what you do.
Yeah. So
Wow.
Gerard hates. My husband hates how much seasonings I have. Like it's a mess because I'm just gonna buy it.
Yes.
I'm the type that's gonna buy your
Yes.
seasoning because I realize how the ingredients of your food
matters.
it matters, right?
It matters.
And so it was something I always wanted to do, was to create a blend, and it's like exactly what I would put on my chicken, or exactly what I would put, the blend of different things that I would put on my chicken or on my eggs. Well, I don't season my eggs, but just the blends. And so
Just
I
put some hot
created
sauce
my
on your
own.
eggs. That's it.
It is an oversaturated market as well because there's a plethora of seasoning, but I realized how different all of us would be, and it's big on how you market yourself.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Yes.
So-
And girl, you have been.
Yeah.
So I've been pushing the market. I created everything on my own, like the logos, the name, every single thing. I've created on like my Canva, and started from there.
Wow.
That is dope. So I've got 3 different questions, and I don't want to forget them. So I'm going to ask them all at once, and then you can answer them as you want. 1, because you mentioned Indian spices. So my question is, have you been to different countries? Have you tried their food? Has that influenced the way that you cook? And if not, do you plan to do that in the future as you continue to become a top-notch culinary influencer?
Yes.
That is the first question. The second question is, how do you make your seasonings for the most part? And the third question is, have you tried from one of those places that you got these seasonings and you put a plate together that you thought was going to hit and it wasn't that good?
Oh my gosh, let me start there. I make nasty food all the time.
It's trial and error.
All the time. Like I'll make something, I realize if I'm not
Yes.
in it
It's not
and I
gonna
just
be
throw it in there,
not gonna
sometimes it's a hit or miss. So sometimes you're not in it, you throw it in there and it's like I'm never gonna be able to recreate that, and that was so good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I make food that's not the best every time, not intentionally, but maybe if I'm not in the mood or something.
When you don't make it with love. We
But I don't
always
make it
say,
with love.
when
I
we
don't
always
make it
say,
with
You have to.
love. It's,
You have to.
it's no bueno. But Yes, but my spices, I use them anyway, so the food will taste good. Now, whether I'm gonna overcook it or burn the rice, like the other day, I made stew turkey, and I went upstairs, and I'm over here just having a jolly old time. And my husband come back down, I was like, "Girl, you know this turkey?" Ooh. So when I got down there, it was not it being pull apart turkey. It was tender.
That's good though.
It was on low for like 45 minutes. Luckily, it didn't burn.
Yes, but that's good. Love
And it was
turkey.
super tender.
Yes.
Look at that, serendipity. But now I forgot your other questions. But yeah.
How do you make your seasonings and different countries?
Different countries. I haven't traveled to different countries yet, but I am going to Morocco next year.
Okay.
I want to go to Africa so bad.
So I've been going to, and I do like other places. Like I don't like American food. Like what's American food really?
Right.
I like
right.
Asian cuisine. I like Thai food. I like everything Asian.
What's your favorite?
African. Asian would be my top pick. Yeah, I love me some good like fried duck. I love Thai food and stuff like that. So I do want to go to Thailand as well. I want to eat that. I love Korean, Vietnamese. I love Vietnamese food.
Do you like that? Do you like their culinary food, or you like the American version of it? Because they eat some weird.
That's what I was gonna say. I go to the
spots.
Yes, like the lady doing my nail. I'm like, where you eat from?
Right. Tell me where you go. Where you go? Where your cousin at?
What's your favorite Thai restaurant?
Where's your cousin? Where's your auntie?
Where's your favorite Vietnamese spot? I go to them, right? And I walk in there, I'm like, it's so stinking here. This food gonna be good. This food about to be so good. It do not smell good. It's about to be good. It's about to be good. I go on Sheridan, girl, the little Asian.
Oh
whole
my
community.
God,
Yes.
I'm like, this girl.
She said, "Oh,
You go back in your car, you put the whole bottle of hand sanitizer on.
Yes.
But you're like, I got some good groceries in my bag. Yeah, it's been there. I've done got the Indian. I had an Indian guy for my curry, and he was helping me source it, and he started like trying to touch me up. So I had to find a new source. I'm telling you, okay? I've been through it.
Right. Wow.
I've been through it. So I guess he saw me on Instagram, and I had just got back from Antigua, so you had a lot of bathing suit pictures before my page.
Okay.
And then when I came in to pick up my stuff, he was like, I see you. I'm like,
and I'm married.
yeah. So that was real awkward, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, no, I
but
can't
conveniently enough, there's a new Spice Indian Market page that I go to now, so
Awesome.
I'm not gonna just drop everything. But yeah, I mean, it's a good art behind it.
Yes. Yes.
I am talking to a manufacturer now because God has been really, really good with it, and I feel like it's growing beyond my kitchen. So I will have to source that, and so I will be going to California to meet my new manufacturer soon.
Nice.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's
You
so
called it out. You did call it out the other day. And I was like,
want
this is
that for
fine,
you.
God.
I need to be able to. She takes too long. I need to be able to go and pick up my stuff.
Yeah.
I do. I think the orders are coming in. I'm good, and I'm very grateful. God, it's bigger than me now. My kitchen. Although my husband's like, no, you're not ready. I'm like, dude,
Baby, I'm ready.
I ain't got time.
Yeah.
Unless the real estate market do something crazy next year, I really ain't gonna have time. So it's like I need to in order to make it to like Target and Walmart and all these other stores, I do need to start doing a manufacturer. So I've been talking to a chemist with that company, and we're gonna like me and tweak to make sure that recipe.
Wow.
I am
That
so
is-
excited.
yes.
Thank
for
God,
you.
real estate is funding this. So,
Yes. Funded by Lennar. Right.
This is where real estate can kind of take you in your business, right? Which I think is a very huge lesson that we need to learn from this episode, is that you started in one place and you took your hobby on the side that you really, really enjoy, that you're really good at. And now you're probably 6 months or less away from completely being out of real estate and doing something that's going to pay you way more than that. And it's something that you really enjoy and that you love.
Yes.
I do. I think I'm always going to love real estate, but I'm excited to jump into another side of it, not just selling. And I feel like I'll come back and be my realtor, girl.
That's okay.
There you go.
Hello. Let's do it.
So,
Listen. and we
definitely.
So, one of the questions that I have, right, just curious, how do you make your seasonings?
I can't share that information. Okay.
It's top secret.
No, I create the blends. I do source in bulk, like my herbs, and then I modify it to make it even more my own. I'm gonna create the blends. I write the recipe down. It took a long time. I started this in January and I didn't launch until July. Right? Because I was over here cooking chicken wings galore. I think my daughter is like so sick of chicken wings because that's what I was testing most of them on because it was quick for me to just air fry it, pull it out, and see how it tastes without adding anything else. Okay. So we'll be like, this one left the film in the mouth. This one had aftertaste. This one had that. Because I'm not a chemist. Right. And so it's very important that these spices blend together because you could throw them in a bottle and they not like come together or marry. Like each recipe ingredient could just like sit on top of each other instead of like marrying each other. So it took a long time, it took months and months and months. And until I had the recipe down packed, I didn't start like the logo or anything else. The logo and everything else, God gifted me with the tools to do that. I did that in like a week. The ingredients took like 6-7 months to get down packed. So, and I wrote the recipe down. And there's a seasoning company called Dano's, and he started in his garage, and now he's like a multimillionaire selling seasonings. And so he did create this blueprint, and he's very transparent with his blueprint. Am I a biggest fan of his seasoning? No, but the blueprint. But the blueprint is fire, right? So there's people in the field already, and I feel like that's why it's so important to also be transparent with it because there's somebody that's gonna come after you that is gonna draw inspiration from it. So I do this in my kitchen. I blend it in my kitchen. Wow. Yeah. And I was really excited that it started when I bought my new home. And not that my apartment was perfect for it, but I wanted my kitchen to be a space where I can create these things for people in a very clean environment, and doing it correctly. Because I'm a very picky eater, and I the expectation is what I would expect for myself. Yeah.
Do you plan on showing people how you make your seasonings in the future? Because I know you do like how-to cooking videos. Do you plan on doing the same thing for your seasonings? Like, this is how I came up with this seasoning. Zesty Bestie.
Right. I might do like the how I came up with it, but I would never show like how I make it or like what I'm putting in it. But I don't, the behind the scenes and the work of it all. The company is getting bigger than me now, so I probably would not be as hands-on with making it. So you only probably have about 2 more months of me actually making it. That's right. Good. So, and then after that, it will be manufactured.
Wow, so that's pretty
But even then, it's going to be just as good because you're going to make sure.
Good. And they are going to still be creating content for me to use because I won't be in the factory or stuff like that. And when I go out there, I will be showing all the behind the scenes as much as I can, as much as I can remember.
So I know we asked about brand deals and things like that, but I want to ask you specifically, like, what kind of stores are you in? What kind of stores are you trying to get into? And what companies are you having conversations with that you feel like you're going to be in soon?
Right. So like next weekend I will be in like a couple of like mom and pops Jamaican grocery stores. Okay. And that's just like a small little portion just to get there. But I don't want to be in any stores until I get this manufacturing thing down packed. And but I plan on being in like Target and Walmart, and I would not mind being in Marshalls and Ross and TJ Maxx and stuff, because I shop there for spices as well. And I do consider it to be gourmet. Like, we're changing the whole branding to be more of a gourmet blend. Yeah.
Nice. So where do you see the future with Seasoned by Sancheir?
I am...
What's next?
A million.
Oh my God.
I'm a young money man.
It's okay. Throw it out from that.
The million is already here. It's in there.
A million. This damn God.
I'm hoping that Seasoned become like a household name, and that it doesn't stop here. Yes. That I just continue to grow and have different stuff. All right. I will walk in Publix and the grocery store for hours.
Really?
Yes. I'm one of those people. Like, my deep freezer is just filled with random stuff. I'm like, oh, I want to try that. I want to try that. I want to try that. I want to try that.
Oh my God. And how do you stay in shape?
We just talked about it. I don't go to the gym. I walk.
Girl, well, maybe because you
go to the gym all the time.
She said I walk fast. That's the exercise.
When I let them cross the street, I'm like, look at you going to the gym. I cross the street. I will stay in shape. I feel like I have my dad's form, but I really see season being so much bigger than me, and I pray that God continues to guide me, and I continue to stay true and authentic, and that it continues to attract the right people, the people that it belongs to, and I'm just super excited. I hope I'm like as big as like the ones that we already know.
Like Lauren.
Yeah, and I love them. I love them so bad. I love them so bad. I mean, I wanted them to be my manufacturer, but I said I have to be bigger.
Oh, okay.
There's a lot of big companies like that would create your blends for you with with your name and your ideas and your blending, and they'll create it, but you have to have that number to back.
Yeah. Right. Wow. Wow.
I would have loved that. I would have loved to secure that bag.
So, how can people find your seasonings? Where can they go to support a Black-owned business, first of all?
Yes.
Over these
Super
other
Black.
businesses. Yes.
Super Black.
Super Black.
Antiguan.
Yes.
Antiguan.
Am I saying it correct? Antiguan.
Antiguan.
Well, a lot of people, Caucasian people say it that way, and those are the people that be there.
Antigua.
But it's, there you go.
Yeah.
Antigua.
You gotta have it with a little.
Antiguan.
Antiguan.
Also, tell us where we can
But-
locally, because you mentioned that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Locally, I will let y'all know once it's on his show,
Okay, sure.
because we'll see what he does. But you could go to seasonedbysancheir.com. Super simple.
Yes.
And you could purchase there. You can go on Hey Sancheir on Instagram, and it's also available there. You can see content and recipes that you can create too with it.
Let's do it. So, guys, we always, we talk about trying to purchase from me specifically too, but Nichollette as well. And in general, Millennial Money Matters, right? We're going to bring people that look like us and that are entrepreneurs that are making money. And we want you to purchase from them specifically, right?
Yes.
So
please support.
please go to seasonedbysancheir.com. Get your seasonings from there. I already taste tested some of the stuff that she got me, and it is fantastic.
Yes.
And we need to support Black-owned businesses, so definitely go to seasonedbysancheir.com. Sancheir, thank you so much.
Thank you guys for having me.
Listen,
This was
it
awesome.
was-
This felt like family, which you guys are.
It is. Yes. Thank you so
can't.
much for coming.
And I love your episodes. I do. I love everything the woman behind the camera does.
Yes.
Yes.
You could tell her content. You could tell it.
We love Jabria. She was on our last episode. If you haven't seen it, go watch it.
Watch it.
Yes.
She is a pain in our bleep. But if you see,
Tonight, I feel like
if
I
you
lied
see,
to her.
yeah, no. If you see our show, you see our episodes, you see how clean they are, you see how well edited they are. It's because of her. So shout out to the woman behind the camera.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yes. And that's that. Also, again, get this.
Yes, get it for the
Yes.
holidays. I feel
Black
like
Friday.
I think
we're
it's a
gonna
perfect
be
gift.
we're gonna be sold out. I
Yeah.
sell out all the time, and God's
Yes.
grace. But I think we're gonna be sold out by the Thanksgiving time. So you better get it now if you're
Get
cooking
this.
for your people.
Get this.
I'm legit about to buy one
Yeah.
today.
Throw
For
it on your
sure.
turkey.
For sure. I want to buy one today.
Yeah. I listen.
No, you got to go on the link. I don't take cash.
No, yeah, I'm gonna
Okay,
go to the
all
website.
No,
the time.
baby.
I'm like, no.
She's
No,
not
I'm
gonna
going to the
count
website.
in.
I'm going to the
No,
website.
you gotta go.
Hello. I gotta
I'm
run
going to the
my taxes.
website because even if I pay you cash, I need you to go to Target and Walmart and
And I
say,
show my number.
these are the
Tell
numbers.
people the
Yeah,
number.
that's
So
right.
Don't try to pay me cash if you see me in the streets. Go
Yeah.
on the
That's
link.
right.
Click on the link so that Target can see the numbers. That's what they want.
Yes.
So I'll pitch to them in February.
Hello.
Let's go.
God
It's Black
willing.
History
Hello.
Month.
let's
yeah.
do it.
Listen, Sancheir, we wish you the best.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for
Thank
coming.
you.
And you guys, thank you so much for tuning in. We will be back next week with episode 5.
Peace.
Bye.
Bye.